Anything to bá fẹ́ ṣe, there's something called equality and diversity. You do not have to judge other people as, judge their religion. You have to treat the other person the way you will love to be treated, irrespective of their sexual preference, religion, sex, orientation. You cannot say categorically because you feel something is wrong or is bad, and you will say it without a base, without anything. I want even the lawyers. One thing thoughts, law of thoughts. I want Professor Obilade learning the law. Why do we have textbooks from Elizabethan period, Shakespearean period? Why do we have textbooks to refer to? Let me tell you, before you can come out, they analyzing, please go and read very well about that thing and have a vast knowledge about what you are talking about. It's not by emotion. It's not by religion. It's not by the way I feel. The fact that you don't like something does not mean the other person will not like it. And if the other person takes joy in what you do not take joy in, you don't have to criticize the other person. That is why there is equality and diversity. And it is very, very important in this country. I am not the kind of person. Ìgbà tí mo wà nílé tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lesbianism, gayism, èmi náà máa ní àwọn olórí burúkú, àwọn olóṣì Ọlọ́run má jẹ́. But I cannot say that now. Because a lot of you, when they ask you, you will say Sodom and Gomorrah. You do not have any scientific evidence, any intellectual argument. That is so we pay, let it go against it. All you would say is Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's your Sodom and Gomorrah is what more recognized in Ibi by. Despite the fact that despite the fact that you celebrate the Christmas. But yet, I want to as outcast, won't accept one Ilu better than you, because you people wallow yourself in religious fallacy. Sentiment. You cannot judge other people because of your own sentiment. You cannot say categorically, you can't say that. That is what you don't want. You don't want to do it. Does not mean the other person does not like it. If I am not a gay, if I'm not lesbian, and the other person chose to be a lesbian, it is not my right or my jurisdiction to judge the other person. And that is why equality and diversity. Please, let's read. Let's read. Even when we are not exposed, let's try. Well, now, do you know this threesome? Only pros and cons. The pros and cons. One of it, you feel empowered sexually. You have a very, very deep bond in your marriage. I never talked about that because me come pros and cons so that Dubai one bear. It's written. Then if you say you don't believe, then you tell the Lord why didn't Google? Lord scrap Google. To ba believe in no reason here. Only pros and cons. If I want to advise somebody, I have people don't I will not condemn it categorically with your own Sodom and Gomorrah reasons. This is the country. I'm exposed. I will be talking about human papilloma virus that can lead to cancer. I will be talking about E. coli. I will be talking about the reticulum. I will be talking about using a condom. I will be talking about how to interchange the condom between the vagina and the anus. I will not reason the way other people will reason. And it's now left for you when I tell you the pros and cons to choose whichever way you want to go. It now depends on you to choose. I will not condemn it on Sodom and Gomorrah. I will not do that. Because to ba je pe ìlú iti gbọ́kànlé bí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ṣe gbọ́kànlé religion ni wọ́n ní débi tí wọ́n dé leni. A lot of people ní máa sá kúrò nínú ìlú tẹ́lẹ̀ ní religion, wọ́n ní máa sá kúrò kó máa wá sínú bíbáyìí. Láti wá jókòó. Ìmí ìta létọ̀ nú ẹ̀, ó kó family ó kúrò, ó sawasa abroad. When you want to tackle Yinka TNT, when you want to analyze Yinka TNT, don't analyze Yinka TNT in isolation. Go back and read about what Yinka TNT has spoken about, and read about the pros and the cons. Read about the advantages and the disadvantages. And before you come, now, if you push me, let's so advantages of threesome now, a lot of couples might fall into it. An advantage in Emma so fun pe ko lo ka to ba ba be ko sue me. And hence motion so we you can go and report me to NMC. The NMC will even do it. How to make patewo fún mi ni? Because your own sexual orientation or preference or difference sí tèmi. Èmi ní tèmi ní sì kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ 2 minutes because I can tune my body láti come in that 2 minutes. I can tune my body láti come with finger. But kò wá mi pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹlòmíì ṣe rí, and I will not condemn ẹni tó bá sọ wípé òun ò lè come under 30 minutes. That is nǹkan tó ń pè pé èèyàn kàwé. It's not about going to school. Before you have to, when you want to criticize, you criticize constructively. Don't criticize to bring other people down. Because I am not even the type anyways that you can criticize because I have my fact. And this is it. You go back, whoever, if you feel uncomfortable, anybody don't feel uncomfortable with the threesome, you go back and read about it and see the pros and the coins. That is what the only thing I think I hold people to tell them. If you want to do this thing, these are the implications. Make sure you protect yourself. And I remember I asked those ladies, babe, how about the infection? How do you protect yourself against infection? What they saw, but I would never say what you have been doing that is giving you joy in your marriage, you should stop it on fallacy. I won't say it on fictitious reasons. I will not say it. If it makes you happy, if threesome makes you happy, do it. If your partner wants it and it makes you happy, I say it I will say it 1,000 million times. And I will tell you, and it is written, and I can quote it anywhere. The pros of threesome, the bonding gets deeper. You can feel empowered. You like meet your sexual needs. Those are the pros. And I will tell you the coins as well. It can ruin your friendship. You know why it can ruin your friendship? To lead the other person, only Lord disappointed, only Lord guilty. I am going to come back and I'm going to elucidate more on the pros and the cons. Me ò fẹ́ sọ tẹ́lẹ̀, but I will say it. Ẹni tó bá choose láti ṣe pẹ̀lú ọkọ ẹ̀. I am not in a position to say no, to control anybody. We are all adults. I cannot stop people from doing it. It is my platform. I have not begged people to come. I have not dragged people to come. We are all adults here. If you choose not to come, exit. Exit. I am not forcing people to come. If you think what I'm saying is not, it does not make any sense to you. I am not the type. I am not the type. I told you I'm a fearless lion, lioness, anything you want to call it. But I just keep mute. Ko mi wí pé bí am mo nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ. But má fi nu mi, ẹ má fi nu mi mo mo jẹ. Èyàn wá, ó wá tó bá wá rojọ́ ara ẹ̀ níbí. I will give opportunity to people to talk. And this is why people are running away, people are dying, because some of you will want to stigmatize them. Some of you will want to castigate them. Some of you will want to ostracize them. And that is why tí wọ́n ṣe ń bẹ̀rù láti wá sọ̀rọ̀. And when they have a platform whereby they can hear their opinion, mo fi pé any reasonable person, any sane-minded person, any correct-minded person should be learning, should learn from that expository. Àṣé nǹkan yìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láyé. Ìwọ ọkùnrin, kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe láti túra mi mú? Ìwọ obìnrin, ọkọ mi ò dó mi láti jọ, ìbóyá nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ṣe leléyìí tí mi ò mọ̀ o. Kò dẹ̀ káràbà ẹ kó túra mú, kó dùn ẹ kó gbá rere. I'm going to bring somebody here today. Mo fi update síta, mo ní ṣé ọkọ ti dóyàn Damira. Ó dẹ̀ send voice note sí mi, mo dẹ̀ pé would you like to come and share this thing with us on the show? Yes, I am ready to come. So if such person comes, you think as exposed as I am, mo sọ fún yín pé ńgbà tí mo gbàwé ìlú yìí, visa mi 3 years after tí mo ní ìwé ìlú ló expire. Ìlú wo lèmi ò tí lọ rí, mo wà exposed, mo àgbà tó gbúrò mi nínú ló máa ń tí ò lómi nínú ló máa ń pariwo. I don't need to come and be talking. But when you see me outside, you know that I have got the exposure. I will not go and talk about people without getting my facts and figures right. And I will not go and criticize people in terms of religion. Anything that is not scientific proven, if you cannot prove it scientifically, I will not talk about it. I am not an illiterate. I am logical in my reasoning, and I will give people, there's something called live and let live. I'll give people opportunity to live. I will give people opportunity to express their mind. I will give people opportunity to speak out. I'm not, I refuse to be relegated to be background. I refused. be relegated to the background. I am loaded here. So if you want to tackle me, please go back to your table and read about the subject matter. Go and know the pros and cons. And please, do not put sentiment, not religious sentiment, not your emotion. Use it, reason intellectually. Read about it. Read about the advantages. Read about the disadvantages. Of course, anything that has only advantage don't need disadvantage. So read about both. And for whoever to bury sex, nipa sheko kiboko yo ina, that person go see knowledge rara. Sex is more than that. Let me tell you, when you know, go and read about the advantages of sex. It's not about it's more than that. Please, I have not come to abuse anybody. And please, for those of you that really love me, I don't want you to abuse. At times, we have to teach people. We have to teach people. We have to educate people. All I ask for that, anytime you want to analyze any show, don't give yourself out to people for them to know your level of knowledge, understanding, exposure. I will not very easy like that. I cannot castigate people. I cannot run down people. I will not, because you have come to speak out your mind. Don't go through. You cannot change anybody. You cannot. You cannot lower your own understanding and your own belief into other people. You are infringing. You are intruding. Where is liberty? Where is freedom of speech? You cannot do that. You cannot say because this is your belief, people must dance to your belief. People must embrace your belief. This is the way you perceive something. Other people must perceive it this way you have perceived it. It's not done anywhere. You cannot. You cannot do that. The fact that you cannot do threesome does not mean I cannot. The fact that you do threesome does not mean I should do threesome. And the fact that I cannot do threesome, I will only advise you as an adult. Do you think you want to stop? Do you think you need help? And if you told us something people need help, so be it. Tibati one manipulate need help. They're motin the intruder. Motin trespass. The bottom line now is that I'm going to continue with that threesome show. And at some point, I will bring my phone underworld. Ninu aye won yini. Konikalu kuma muti embe. Iwo to ko do it for a very long time. To dem more reason to den se dede. Try láti máa béèrè àwọn questions kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ìwọ tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ ń ṣe bákọ̀bákọ̀ tó mọ̀. We have nymphomanians. Try láti máa béèrè àwọn question kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. But wípé mi máa stop threesome yẹn. In fact, mo ń gbé ibi tí threesome ti involve ajá. You don't know. I'm bringing it. Mo máa gbé wá kí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ lábẹ́ ọ̀run. And mo gbọ́ téèyàn kan sọ pé, oh, keep. I will not keep it. And that is nǹkan tó ń ba ní ayé jẹ́. Nǹkan tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé kíní yóò tọ́ ni. But you don't want it open. You don't want people to know that this thing is happening. You don't want to educate your girl child pé tó bá dénú yàrá kan o tí ìwà àtọ̀rẹ́ ẹ lọ síbi kan tó wá bọ́kùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ o fi idea excuse ara ẹ bọ́ta o kó má jẹ́ pé threesome náà fẹ́ ṣe fún ẹ o. Àwọn nǹkan tí mo fi pé káwọn èèyàn máa sọ nìyẹn. You don't appreciate prophet until tó bá lọ. Mi mọ̀ bóyá mo máa pẹ́ láyé, but I know you will remember me. Wọ́n ní tó ní rèsí ò bá pín rèsí mọ́. Ètò ti pínlẹ̀ ò ní parun. I know you will all remember me. For all these things don't open. But what I just say is that before you want to criticize me, Yinka is not an easy nut to crack. Yinka is not an empty-headed being. You have to go back to your drawing board. Go and read. Criticize me intellectually. Support your analysis with intellectual properties. Support your analysis with education. Tell me the pros and cons. Don't criticize me destructively. Please. Do not. Because Timbani Kiwa elucidate the pros and cons of this threesome. I swear to God. Some men oni sunlemo. Ti wọ́n bá sọ fún ìyàwó wọn tí ìyàwó wọn ò bá ṣe. It is not written. This is all this religious lefi bali ayé jẹ́. I'm telling you. Some people will be in the toilet and you know you're supposed to defecate. Wamani Ọlọ́run mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́. This is nǹkan tẹ́ fi bani ayé jẹ́, and àwọn ìlú tí wọ́n embrace àwọn nǹkan tẹ́yin sọ pé no. Àwọn ìlú yẹn ń ṣe rere mọ́ yín lára. A lot of you want to come to àwọn ìlú yẹn. Àwọn ìlú yẹn ń gbé nǹkan rẹ̀ ṣe mo bí tí mo tó nígbà tí mo wà ní Nigeria ibi ò pa mí mo dé mo bí tí mo tó ń sìn. And let me tell you, my staying in London kò ṣe first London mi mo fi stay in London. At least mo ti wá sí London mi wá sí London. Ma ti wá more than almost 100 times kí tó decide láti stay. Mo dé America ńbẹ̀ mo ò fẹ́ stay. Mo rí Canada, so gbogbo àwọn ìlú yẹn mo ní opportunity láti lọ. Mo decide láti choose London. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ mi ò regret ẹ̀. I'm telling you. In fact, grade tí mo gbà ní school sí mi gbaru ẹ̀rí nígbà tí mo wà ní Nigeria. I'm telling you. Mo dẹ̀ jókòó mo kàwé mi ni, mi ò ṣe rank zeros, mi ò cram. So when I do things here and you want to criticize me, there's no crime in criticizing, but please try and criticize me intellectually. I said things, mo le ma fi ìwé back does not mean pé téèyàn bá mú topic wá fún mi. I will first of all go and learn about that topic. I will go and read and research about that topic. I won't just come and say, Olúwa sọ wípé Sodom and Gomorrah. I won't do that bullshit. I'm more than that. I will not base my analysis of gayism and lesbianism on sodomy. I will not do that. I will say scientifically. And I will give you a point. And what I'll be talking about HPV. I'll be talking about E. coli. I'll be talking about you protecting yourself with a condom. I will never say, don't do it because Sodom and Gomorrah. I won't say that. I will not say that. So if you want to criticize, and if you want to kind of analyze any show, please, for all my lovers and everyone, go and read well about that particular topic. And can I tell you this? It will be of interest to you that that topic was brought to me by one of us, by one of my fans. But Auntie Yinka, kini yin ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ because mo ti rí àwọn tó ń ṣe ó dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀. And when he even introduced the cause to me, mo sọ pé the topic to me, mo ní báwo mo fẹ́ ṣe, mo ní mo ti ṣe ń gbà kan mi fẹ́ ṣe mọ́ o. Pé mi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ mọ́. And I went back to read about it before I came out. I read so well about it. And it's quite disappointing and disheartening. Some of people don't sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, àwọn tí mo love ni, tí mo dẹ̀ máa ń wò báyìí pé they are very, very, very studious and up there. They are very educated. They are exposed. But when I listen, ẹni tí mo ti expect pé ó lè sọ nǹkan tó move me, tó lè analyze show mi gan, ó sọ bá ẹ̀rù bà mí mi fẹ́ dárúkọ. I give kudos to you. That lady. But ìdí tí mo feel tí mo fojú kíní wò nígbà tó analyze mo pé oh my God, when ìgbà wo làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ wake up? When do we want to face reality of life? When do we want to think like our foreigners that CFM that emulate? When? Next time. Yinka is not an empty-headed being. And I put it to you guys that I'm going to continue that threesome show. It's going to continue. And I will continue to expose things on this platform. If you don't like it, middle finger. If you want to move out, tough. I don't give a hoot. I don't give a saucepan. Àwọn mama mi, àwọn sisters mi, don't believe me, won't believe nínú mi. But ẹgbàdé ni kẹ́ tó wá criticize iṣẹ́ mi, ẹ lọ kàwé nípa ẹ̀, so that you have a basis. So that you have a point. Now, what do you want me to tell a man that refused láti do ìyàwó ẹ̀ for years? You want me to I will never do that. You should be responsible for ìyàwó ẹ̀. Even tó bá ṣe threesome tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá refuse, you should find a way láti satisfy sexual urge ìyàwó ẹ̀. If tó bá mọ̀ pé o lè find way láti satisfy sexual urge ìyàwó ẹ̀, jẹ́ kó máa lọ. But I want to tell you, for a man that is looking after the woman and the children, it's not easy. Excuse me, it's not easy for the woman to take a bold step. I have not come here to run anyone down. I have not come here to castigate anybody. I haven't come here to fight or cause ulabelu with anyone. But I have come here to say, if you want to criticize me, there's no point, there's no crime in criticizing, but do it constructively and do it respectively and do it intellectually. Don't do it, don't judge any show at all based on your personal emotion, your personal preference, based on what you think, based on your religion. When you do that, you're selfish, you're self-centered, you're one-way traffic, you're zombie. You want other people to fall into your own trend. It doesn't work that way. Hence, you will never, there are our continuity and advice. So if you are stereotyping, if you do that, your own belief is your own belief. And I want to lie, because here, equality and diversity is a key. Key ni equality, diversity, key ni any bisha to ba lo won ma fun any course yen won ma bere lowo eni pe what do you understand by equality and diversity? Because we expect people respect other people's opinion. You cannot just come out and say gbogbo eni te se kini asewo niyin. No, it's not intellectually proven. You can't. In fact, you are supposed to apologize for that statement, because you not only pay